yourself into a comfortable starting position. You can sit, you can kneel. I started this sequence out by sitting on a block and kneeling. And if that feels tremendously uncomfortable for your ankles, don't do that to yourself. Just do something else. But if possible, you could kneel here, and then you could rest your hands somewhere and rest your eyes. So we're starting to shift away from all of the output energy and all of the analyzing of your external world. And we start to take a look at what you have going on inside at whatever time of day you're in right now. Try to greet yourself with a breath, and you might include sound. I used to be a lot more timid with my voice and with my expression. And just by showing up in vulnerable spaces like a yoga room, allowing people to hear my breath or my expressions without shame or without judging myself, helped me grow the confidence to be who I am mostly all the time. And so start to settle into yourself here. And what we're doing on this little rectangle here is we're creating sacred space, which we used to do all the time as kids. We just didn't know we were doing it. Sacred space is when you lose connection with time. Everything's just timeless. And you're completely sealed off from the external. It's this just for you internal experience. It's not to achieve or it's not to be the best. It's just to feel and really exist. Sacred space is where you find yourself again and again and again. So let's begin now. Focus your attention on your nose. Breathe in. Open your mouth and breathe out. This time, seal your mouth and breathe in. Try to make an HM sound, like a hum, like And then this is the breath that I do when I find myself getting really intense or my competitive nature has taken over and I am trying to achieve something more than just exist and be with myself. Focus on your nose and breathe in. Try to flutter your lips and kick that out. Perfect. You can blink your eyes open if they are not there already. And we'll take your arms overhead with a big inhale. Hands to your heart when you exhale. Gentle bow of your chin to your chest. I am so grateful that you decided to turn on this app and face yourself and love yourself in this way. You are inspiring. And if you have something you're grateful for, call that into your mind. Speak it to your own heart now. And then slide your hands right to the heads of the arm bones. Pull your elbows to the back wall. Try to stretch out all this tight chest area that happens when we're like doing our little T-Rex typing or texting. And we'll start to undulate it. And afraid that's too loud for you. Tuck your tail and draw your elbows to touch in front of us. Round your back, drop your head down. And let's do the opposite. As you inhale, lift your face, lift your head up. Pull your elbows and shoulder blades to touch behind. Touch-ish. And then draw your tailbone under and see about closing in towards yourself. Do that a few more times on your inhales. You could open your chest up a little bit more. And on your exhales, you could round your back and tuck into yourself a little bit more. I was just moving the speaker so that the music doesn't bother you, hopefully. One more time. Elbows back and elbows forward. As you pull the elbows back, lift your head, lift your heart. And then let's tilt to your right. Center. Tilt to your left. Center. And we'll twist to your right. Use your strong belly. Come back to center. Twist left. Center, reach your arms so that the hands reach for opposite elbows behind you and you're bound up here and your chest is fairly open. And lift your head up on your inhale. Tilt your body to the right and drop your head. Feel a stretch to the left side of the neck maybe. And center. And we'll tilt your head other side. Feel a stretch through the right maybe. Now I'm just going to turn to show you. Without uncrossing your arms, draw your hands down, interlace your fingers, pull your knuckles down towards your feet. You can still be kneeling unless that's starting to hurt you. And we're going to pull your hands over to your right hip and twist to your left. Keep pulling your knuckles down, look left. And then back to center. Pull your knuckles over to your left hip, look to your right, pull your knuckles down and lift your heart up. And then back to center. One more thing here. Unwrap your hands, or wrists rather, and then re-interlace your hands. Pull your knuckles down, float your chest up. Here's you extending your shoulders. Pull the knuckles towards the back of the room you're in. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, relax your arms. And try that a couple times. Pull back on your inhale. And relax as you exhale. One more time. Pull back. And then relax your arms. Take your block out of your way if you happen to be sitting on one. And we're taking your legs out in front of you. For your first seated forward fold, walk your sit bones back. And just kind of lounge your front body over your legs. Your legs can be bent or straight. You're just starting to make deliberate choices to support the sensations that you want to focus on. So you're doing it right, no matter how you're doing this fold. I did hot Pilates yesterday. Have you ever done that? Yeah. Kind of busy. Didn't really like that. Take your hands behind you. I've been telling you that because I'm sore and probably going to make a lot of like creaky noises through this whole process together. Reverse tabletop with your fingers facing the backs of the heels. All 10 of your toes facing forward. Lift your front body. Feel what you got for space there. Take an inhale. And lower down. Take the soles of the feet together. Reach for your big toes. Lift your heart up. And when you exhale, make a decision. Fold with either a flat back, feel more groin, inner thighs, or fold with a rounded back and feel more spine stretch, still feeling the inner thighs. One more breath. As you sit up, scoot your butt to the top of your mat, put your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, squeeze your knees together while you ground all 10 of your toes, reach your arms up in the air. Long spine, lean back, hands to prayer. Lean back into the degree of your spine where you feel effort to stay here with your heart lifted. Take an inhale, lift your heart towards your thumbs. Exhale, right elbow to the right. Center on your inhale. Left elbow to the left, exhale. Center, inhale. To your right, exhale. Center. Left. Center, reach your arms forward. Like you're rowing a boat. Bend your elbows, lean back, flex your biceps, and then reach out, extend your arms. And then reach back, flex your biceps, feel your belly, reach back out, inhale. And then pull back, and we're gonna roll all the way down onto your back. Stretch like you've just woken up, arms and legs long. You want to feel how long your body can be. Take your knees into your chest. It's morning for me, if that isn't very apparent. Hug your knees into your chest and rock your body as much as you want to. You can move your ankles. You can take your knees wider. I always love reclining frog. And just take like you would be in frog pose, hands to the inner knees, and instead of the floor pressing your knees apart, you're just going to use your arms or your hands. Whew. Okay, very drastic change of pace is about to happen here. And we'll take your knees to 90 degrees, flex your feet, let your feet reach like an inch or two closer to the front of the room that you're in so that we feel thighs more parallel to the front wall. Hands are holding the pelvis so that we know that the pelvis is not moving. As you inhale, point your right toes up in the air, straighten your leg. As you exhale, lower your right leg almost to the ground, and then begin again. Knee in towards your chest, pause. Extend your leg, And slowly lower your leg. Nothing else is really moving throughout this whole process. Keep going like this. Up is the inhale, down, exhale. Draw it in. Up, inhale. Lower down. Draw it in. Lift up. Lower your leg, flex your feet, hover your long right leg just above the ground. Take your hands by your ears, elbows out wide. Inhale there. As you exhale, right elbow, left knee. Open up on your inhale. Elbow to knee, exhale. 2 more. Elbow to knee. 1 more. Elbow to knee. Hands to your pelvis, knees to 90 degrees. Flex your feet, heels closer to the front wall. As you inhale, point toes, left leg up straight. As you exhale, lower your left leg almost to the ground. Draw your knee to your chest. Keep going. Extend and lower. If you feel a lot of hip flexor as the knee is coming close, you feel maybe the thigh, the hamstring as we lower here, the glute. Draw your knee back in. Keep going. 2 more rounds. As long as you're breathing, you're doing the breath right. Okay, lower your left leg almost to the ground. Flex your feet, squeeze your butt. Take your hands by your ears. Elbows are wide. That's your inhale. As you exhale, draw your left elbow, right knee, and then open back up on your inhale. Elbow to knee. Keep going. 1 more. Okay, bicycle. 10. Use strong center and active legs, active feet to help this feel more manageable. I know at this point your belly is starting to probably build up some lactic acid. It's starting to give these messages of like, why are you doing this to me? I thought we were friends. We are friends. This is a friendly thing to do. Take your legs up in the air. You could put your hands on your low back. I do that. Lower your legs almost to the ground and then lift your legs up. Lower your legs almost to the ground. Probably use less momentum than I'm using. You might even go a little bit slower and contain your range of motion. If your low back starts to hurt, maybe you want to bend your knees a little bit, or you also want to just take smaller ranges of motion so that the low back feels like you guys are still friends. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Relax the weight of your head here and take a breath. Put your feet on the floor like bridge. So just about hips width distance. Hands by your ears. Lift your face up. Press your belly low back down. And then reach right hand, right heel. Left hand, left heel. And we're just going side to side, alternating. For 10. Still breathing. And still not using energy to create these wild faces that we tend to make. This doesn't help anything. Okay, back to center, legs like bridge. Stand on your heels if you can, meaning your toes are not on the floor. Push down through your heels, lift your pelvis off the ground. Try to make a good amount of effort happen through your glutes squeezing together. With the heels pressing down, you might be able to feel more glute. Okay. Push into your right heel. Just draw your left knee up to your chest and hold it there. Nothing else is changing. And your hips are on the same plane. They're not sinking to either side. And then switch. Put your left heel down. Draw your right knee into your chest. The hips are squared. They're not sinking to the right. Okay, put both heels down. Lift your hips and then switch. Stand on the balls of the feet. So now your heels are lifted. And you might feel slightly or quite different sensation happening. I feel more in the thighs when the heels are up, and a little bit more in the hamstrings. All right, lower your hips down. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Have a casual moment with me here. Drop your knees over to the right. Take your arms out. Look to your left. Try to think heavy legs. Big round breath into your belly. Knees to center. Knees left. Look over to your right. And we'll stay here for a couple breaths. As you roll back to your back, take your legs up in the air. And then you could roll your ankles. You can shake your legs out a lot. You can kick your own butt. It could be really grand gestures or just little ones. Okay, one more stretch here on your back, and then we are cruising until we stop and lay in corpse pose. Take your legs wide like a V in the air. And then cross like an X, right thigh over left thigh. Bend at your knees, reach out, and see what's available to you. You could take a hold of your shins, your ankles, your feet, or your knees. Pull your legs down towards your chest, shoulders, and the legs away from one another as well. And then see about relaxing the heads of the arm bones down so we've got clear chest space, and breathe here. One more time. And then unwrap your legs. Legs go out wide. And we'll cross like an X, left over right. Bend at your knees. Reach out. See what's there. Take it. 3 rounds of breath. Make sure you've got open chest space so that the heads of the arm bones are not curled up towards your face. They're softening down. Pull again with your arms and breathe here. Happy baby. One last thing to just play around through random movement of your legs, your body, your face. If you want to, you could take like lion's breath. I used to have a teacher that told me that lion's breath helped with wrinkles. And I think she meant Botox, but I don't know. Hard to say. Hug your knees in, rock up. Boat, just for a pause. Flex your feet, lift your arms up, big inhale. Cross your feet, put your hands out in front of you. Get into your normal tabletop. So normal tabletop, you got hands on your shoulders, but this is going to be our not normal tabletop. Take your hands about a handprint forward and then sit back to your feet. Rock your weight a little bit side to side. Spread your fingers wide. Now we're going to practice your push-ups, but we're going to try and focus most of your attention on your spine, your open chest, your strong hands. As you inhale, tabletop, lift your toes behind like I am, toes are touching. As you exhale, bend your elbows, keep your chest open and your spine long. Lift back up, straighten your arms. And then exhale, sit all the way back to child's pose. As you inhale, tabletop. As you exhale, bend your elbows, heart open. Tabletop-ish, push back all the way to child's pose. Keep going like this. So some things that we could think about as we continue to do this. The first thing is first. If this is causing you pain in any way, stop doing the thing that's causing you pain. Does not sound like it would be so common sense, like something hurts us and we're like, oh, hot stove, don't touch that. Doesn't always happen that way. So if this is causing you pain, make sure you're stopping and taking care of the wrist or whatever it is that's chatting with you. Keep your vision forward of your mat. I watch a lot of you look down at your hands and watch what that does for my neck. If I'm looking down at my hands, it makes the head heavier and everything kind of collapses towards your hands, towards what you're looking at, okay? You want to send your vision more forward than that to promote length in your body. I know this seems endless, but I just love push-ups, don't you? This last one, pull forward, long spine, almost like a half lift spine. Lower down. Now listen, straighten your arms and legs. Straighten is a very relative term, like straight-ish. And then you can rock your weight side to side. You could roll your head and your neck. You could shimmy your shoulders. And let's try this. Sit back to your right heel. And then swing your body to the left. Pull forward, big circle all the way around through tabletop in one direction. And then stop, go the other way. Pull forward, around, over the side. And then come up to regular tabletop. Sit on your feet for a moment. Just shake out your wrists. We'll take your hands and interlace them. Try to let your forearms be fairly still and draw figure eights with your knuckles. Making sure that you're taking the movement from your wrist, not your forearms. Keep your fingers interlaced. Turn the palms inside out. Tuck your tail, drop your chin to your chest. Take a big breath. Drop your arms. Shake out your shoulders. Downward facing dog. Come on up. And once you get to down dog, take some time to let it come to life slowly and naturally. You can sway your weight and you can feel some things that can be considered wasteful. Like, do lift the heels up. Feel what that energy is like and then change it. Find ease and release through your heels and lift your head up. Feel what that's like. And then find heaviness through your head. Relax through the neck. All right, downward facing dog. That's going to be our inhale. As you exhale, bend both knees, point them to the right. Hands stay still. Inhale, downward facing dog. As you exhale, bend your knees, point them left. Downward facing dog. Inhale. One more round. To the right. Center. Left. Center. Stay here. All right. Strong hands. This is a must. Strong hands pull you forward to plank. And when you're in plank, if you feel your hips down more by your wrists, it's not the greatest place for them. Lift the hips up a little bit more in line with your shoulders. Up on your thighs so that the legs are straight. The vision is still a little bit forward so that the neck is long. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog. Pike your hips up, pull your belly up. Relax your heels. As you inhale, puff the upper back, pull forward, extend the crown and the vision forward. As you exhale, pike your hips up, pull your belly in and press back. This time, plank, inhale. Looking forward, lower down with or without your knees. Once you get there, untuck your toes. Press down through the floor, lift up through your backbone, head, neck, and heart. And then try to soften all your muscles down. This time, there's an option for you to lift your hands, ground your feet, and lower down. This time, there's an option for you to lift your hands, your feet, your head, and your neck. On your inhale, lift your back body. As you exhale, take your feet as wide as the mat and put them down. Tense your fingertips just outside your mat so the elbows point at the ceiling. Lift your chest up. And you can move yourself a little bit through your head and your neck. You could rock your shoulders. Lower down. Put your hands under your elbows, tuck your toes. Plank is your inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. So this next part is going to speed us up a bit. Pay attention to your connection to peace. As the velocity increases, your awareness also needs to pick up just a little bit. Pull forward to plank. Put your left knee down, right heel down. Side plank on your left knee, right arm reach to the front of the room. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, lift your right leg, bring it towards your right elbow and touch. Inhale, reach those things straight away. As you exhale, elbow towards your thigh. 2 more. Take your time and let your body articulate it. You don't hang out with a friend and then go, hurry up, tell me the story, you're not doing it quick enough. Pause, take a hold of your foot. So you wouldn't do that to your body. And decide if you want to kick back into your hand or if you want to pull your heel to your butt. Open your chest up. And see if you can keep your heart away from the floor and take another breath. Right hand down. Right leg is straight. Open your heart up. Inhale. Bend your elbows. Straighten your arms. Bring your right knee to your right tricep touch. Kick back. Right knee, right tricep touch. Kick back. Last one, right knee, right tricep. Tuck your left toes, 3-legged down dog, right leg up, inhale. Knee to the left twist. Right leg up, knee to the left twist. One more. Knee to the left. 3-legged down dog, right leg up, bend your knee, drop your left heel heavy, try to kick your own butt with your right foot. Strong right hand. Downward facing dog. Plank, inhale. Lower down, all the way to your belly. Lift your hands, feet, head and neck. Lower down and tuck your toes. Plank on your inhale. Downward facing dog. As you exhale, connect. Take a breath in. And give it back. Plank, inhale. Right knee down, exhale. Left heel to the ground, sweep left arm forward. Your next inhale. Left thigh lifts, draw your elbow to touch it. Reach away. Elbow to thigh. Last 2. Last one. Elbow to your thigh, reach back. See if you could take a hold of your foot, shin, or ankle. And then there's a decision that you can make about kicking back, opening your heart up, or about pulling your heel close to your butt. Both are valuable. One more breath. Left hand down. Left leg is straight behind us. Inhale, broaden your chest. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Straighten your arms. Left knee, left tricep. Kick back. Left knee, left tricep. One more. Knee to tricep. Tuck your right toes. Three-legged down dog, left leg straight up to the ceiling. Knee to the right tricep, twist. Kick back up. Knee to the right. One more. Knee to the right. Left leg up. Bend your left knee, three-legged down dog. Make sure your wrists are not screaming out that they're in pain. If they are, answer that call and change their position. Put your left foot down on the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward to the future. And you take yourself there. Walk or hop forward. Separate your feet when you land. You can take a hold of opposite elbows. Hands can go behind your neck or your back. We want to think forward and down through your weight. And then if you're breathing heavy like I am, take some bigger releases. You could open up your mouth. Try to slow your heart down. We're about to build your heat more with sun salutations. Drop your hands to the ground. Roll up to stand and bring your feet to touch. I've been saying this prayer to myself over and over and over the last few months. It comes from Tara Brach, and I think it's an interpretation of the prayer of the Bodhisattva. She says, may this suffering awaken compassion. And may whatever is going on in your life right now serve your freedom and serve your awakening from your pain, from the dream, right? Because anytime we believe there's a legitimate reason to suffer, we move away from reality. That's Byron Katie. Ooh, she's brilliant. All right, let's feel ourselves. Feet together. As you inhale, reach your arms overhead. As you exhale, slowly bow to yourself. Extend your strong backbone, lift your heart. Hands down, plank to low plank. As you exhale, look forward, not down. And then let's take a back bend. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, pike your hips up. Relax your head down. Connect here, one breath in. Give your breath up. And your knees, look forward. Walk or hop there. Half lift on your inhale. Forward fold, heavy your head. Stand up, reach for the ceiling. Hands meet. Right to the heart. Take a breath in. Give your breath up. Start over, arms up, inhale. Slowly bow to yourself. Connect to your strong center as you go down. And then connect to your length. Half lift. Strength. Hands down. Step or jump back. A vinyasa, high to low plank. A back bend. And then downward facing dog. Press back. Stay here for your breath in. Give it back. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk or hop. Half lift. Forward fold. One more time. Stand up. Reach for the back wall. Keep going. Forward fold. Half lift. Vinyasa or right to down dog, because we are going to use your shoulders and your wrists in a pretty big way. One more time here. Okay? Next time you inhale in down dog, right leg up. Bend your right knee, kick your butt. Right leg up, inhale. Knee to right tricep, point your toes. Right leg up. Knee towards your nose. Right leg up. Knee towards your left tricep. Pause here. Keep your knee at your chest. Put your back heel down. Reach your left arm up in the air. Now, see if we can stay here for 3 more breaths. Flex your right toes. Breathe. You can always put right knee down to where we were just a moment ago. Now listen, wild things. Put your left hand down. Keep your back leg straight. Bring this lifted right foot to step behind your straight left leg. Now lift front body and reach right arm over away from your left hand. Bend your right elbow a little bit. Open your chest. Okay, right forearm down. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Take your left arm up. Side plank on your right forearm. Both sides of your neck would love to have strength. See if you can keep both of them long. And breathe again. Think about lengthening your legs. Like you could stand on the back wall through the soles of the feet. Okay, left hand, listen to that. Left hand down. Right hand down. Plank pose. Looking a little bit forward. Long spine. Active thighs. Breathe twice more if you can. One more time. Downward facing dog, press back. Start over, left leg up. Bend your left knee, kick your butt. Left leg up, inhale. Left knee, left tricep. Left leg up. Knee towards your nose. One more. Knee towards your right. Stay here, put your back heel down. Reach your right arm up. Try to flex this lifted foot so that all the leg muscles are feeling lighter. Open chest away from your bottom hand. Breathe again. Whew. One more time. Right hand down. Roll onto the outer edge of your back foot. Step your left foot behind. Wild thing. Reach your left hand away from your right hand. Try to open up your chest towards the ceiling. All right, here's the change. Left forearm down. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Actively put yourself on your left side body so that your left hip isn't tilted forward or back, but it's right underneath your right hip. Breathe again. You breathing, thinking, and being kind to yourself is this whole practice. It's not the side plank. So abandon the side plank before you abandon yourself. Put your right forearm down. Forearm plank. Look a little forward. Try to think tailbone towards your heels without tucking your tail. Just try to think about length through your low back. Bend your knees, hover, 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 hover. Breathe again. Put your knees down. Untuck your toes. This is Sphinx pose. So you've got a mid-back bend happening. Think about the back of your rib cage pushing the front of the rib cage forward to the front wall, and you could pull yourself like you're going to go forward by pulling your hands down and back. Oh, that was hard. You're right. Whew. Anybody else sweating? Okay. Put your hands down under your elbows. Tuck your toes. Plank is your inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. I really wish I could figure out a way for the music to work, because right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it, and jaw roll is soothing my soul, but I don't know if it's soothing your soul. Anyways, right leg up. Let's get into your legs a little bit more. Step your right foot forward. Put your back knee down. Reach your arms overhead. Bend your elbows. Lift the front of your chest up. Now you decide, stay here or take the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers and pull your knuckles back for a few breaths. Front leg straight. Fold over your front leg. Extend your right heel down through the earth. Pretend you're in a half lift, and then lower that half lift over your front leg. Breathe again. Rebend your front knee. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. This is runner's lunge. Stand on your fingertips. Don't move your hips throughout this. They're going to try to go to the right. Don't move your hips throughout this. As you inhale, lift your fingers, bend your elbows, float your heart. As you exhale, reach your hands to the back wall, open your heart. Arms to the ceiling, high lunge. Do that again. Reach down to the floor, slow. Don't move your right hip. Inhale, bend your elbows. Exhale, reach to the back wall. Arms up, inhale. Reach for the floor, last time. Bend your elbows. Reach back wall. Reach ceiling. Bend your elbows, bend your back knee, hover 1 inch above the ground, lean back into your back body. Breathe again, spread your toes. Reach up, straighten the legs. Fold over your front leg. Pyramid pose. Now, if I have an extremely easy time touching the floor, I'm gonna keep touching the floor. If I do not have an extremely easy time touching the floor, touch something else. It doesn't wanna just be all achieve high energy. There has to be some balance of you being able to release for a breath. Block out of your way. Step back, downward facing dog. Just switch it right up. Right heel heavy, feel the back of the right leg. Left leg lifts. Step your left foot forward. Right knee down, arms up. Bend your elbows, float your heart up towards the ceiling. And drop your arms behind us. Interlace your fingers. And then take about 3 breaths, thinking low body low, upper body open, and then the hands are letting this or helping the shoulders extend when you pull them back. Front leg straight, half splits, fold over it, and again, easy time touching the floor or touch something else. I was listening to an early 2000s playlist when I made this playlist that goes with this sequence. hence the jaw rule. Do you ever hear a song that you haven't heard in like 20 years and you're like, why do I know all these lyrics? Like, what else is in my brain? I have no idea that I'm hanging on to. Back leg straight. As you inhale, bend your elbows, lift your fingers. As you exhale, reach to the back wall. Arms overhead, touch the ceiling. 2 more rounds. Without moving your legs, you reach down. Push into the front heel, float your hands. Reach back. Reach up. One more time, reach down. Float your hands. Reach back. Reach up. Stay here. Bend your elbows, bend your back knee, and let's put a lot more of your weight into your back leg because I know the front leg, the front leg is a lot of bounce apparently. The front leg has a lot of feeling coursing through it, so try and distribute it a little bit better. Everything straight, reach up, fold over your legs. Heels heavy, and then you decide if your head is heavy or not. Just a little bit of a different feeling. One more breath. Turn to your right. Bend your right knee at the back of the mat here. Turn your right toes to face the back corner that you can see. Bend your right knee deeply. If your heel goes down, great for you. Flexible ankles doesn't work for me. That's okay. Push your right elbow inside your right knee and press your right knee out. Perfect. And then left arm can come up. Press your left heel down and breathe here for 2 breaths. I do not like practicing in front of my closet mirror. It's very distracting. I'm feeling very narcissistic right now. Lean over to your left leg. Bend your left knee. Use your left elbow to press your left knee wider if you want more sensation to grapple with. Flex your right toes towards you and press the heel down. Breathe again. Now, if you want to, you can use your hands and go slowly side to side, or don't use your hands and go slowly side to side, feeling your strong legs and your strong belly. We've got to have support coming from your upper half being light. One more time to the front. And then put your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands. Imagine a squat. As you inhale, bend your knees, walk or hop to a squat. Now, if you want stillness, you've found it. Stay here. If you want to, try this with me twice. Arms up, inhale. Hands down, plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, press back. As you inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or hop to the squat. Arms up. Hands down. Step or jump back, plank to low plank, and then on back bend, try to stretch out your thighs. Downward facing dog, hike your hips up. Drop your head. Okay, last time, bend your knees, look forward. Squat. Okay, so I feel really grateful that blocks exist right now because my hip flexors are tore up. I just need a little rest. So if that's you, sit on something or make a position where you feel like you can actually connect with rest. And we'll take a few breaths here to slow us down. Check in with yourself. A lot of your feelings live in your belly, or at least I believe that they live in your belly. So just see what's bubbling up for you. And if you are trying to fix yourself or anyone else in your life right now, immediately cut that shit out. It's not going to happen. We're on our sacred space right now, and we don't fix people in sacred spaces, especially not ourselves. Forward fold all the way down. Straighten your legs for a moment. Take your block out of your way if it happens to be there. One more time, squat down with your arms up. Stand up. Hands to the heart, squat down. Keep going. Squat down, keep your spine tall. Strong heels, press down. And that might help you ignite some feeling through your glutes. This time, stand strong. Reach your arms up. Drop your right arm down your right side. Reach left arm up and over. Side stretch. And switch. Reach your left arm down your left side. Right arm up and over. Drop your arms down. Walk your feet together at the top of the mat. Chair pose, bend your knees, arms up. Take the hands to the heart. As you port the weight into your right foot, slide your left knee up to your chest. Flex your left toes, sit backwards. Feet together, stand up, mountain pose, big inhale. Chair pose, sit back, hands to prayer, exhale. Pour the weight into your left foot. Slide your right knee up to your chest. Sit back in your hips. Keep extension like you're in a half lift through your spine. Feet together, stand up, inhale. Chair pose, hand to prayer. Inhale there. Twist to the right, but don't touch. Back to center. Twist left. Keep going. There's a rise and a reaching back through your exhales. Keep going. Feel the weight shift through your feet. To your right, center, to your left, center, to your right. Last one. To your left. Stand up, big inhale. Chair, hands to prayer, exhale, I know. Slide your left knee to your chest, sit back, warrior three. Extend your arms where they feel connected for you or important. Your standing leg can bend, and then think long through your spine, open through your heart, and breathe again. Breathe again. Feet together, arms up, big inhale. Chair, hands to prayer. Right knee to your chest. Hold, both knees are bent. And then extend your right leg back wall. Shoot your heart front wall. Spread your toes out on your standing foot, and we have 4 more breaths. No big deal. 3, 2, and 1. Feet together. Arms up, big inhale. Hands to the heart, feet separate. Hinge from your pelvis. Fold over your legs. See if you could reach for your big toes. Extend your spine forward. And then fold nice and heavy here. You could pull. Do lean your weight forward. When we lean our weight back, we lose a lot of the sensation we're trying to connect to. Lean the back of your body towards the wall, the wall that's in front of you. Okay, feet together. One more thing here at the top of the mat. Bend your knees, arms up, chair. Left knee to your chest, hands to prayer. Take your left ankle across your right thigh. Sit back in a half chair. Flex your left toes, hands at prayer. Now see about twisting to your right. Take your left elbow and put it in the arch of your left foot. Press down through your right hand and make sure, or see if it's possible, to drive your tailbone straight at the back edge of your mat. Hands to the floor or a block. I usually use a block. Cross your left ankle right over your right ankle. Okay, so your legs are crossed and straight. Walk your block to the left or your hands to the left. Lean your hips, right leg, like you could touch back right corner of this room. Drop your head and let's breathe here twice. Okay, drop your hands, untangle your legs, feet together, half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, arms up. Hands to the heart. Slide your right knee to your chest. Take your right ankle across your left thigh. Bend back through your left hip. And see about taking your right elbow right inside the arch of your right foot. Flex your lifted toes and try to ground and anchor feeling through your left big toe. Breathe again. Sit your pelvis in line with your left knee. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Find your block. Cross your ankles. Legs are straight-ish. Block is going to the right and hips are sinking back to the left. Okay, listen. Put your hands down. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Sweep your right leg up in the air. Bend your right knee. Kick your own butt. Put your right foot down. Take your left leg up. Put your forearms down. No, before you do that, if you had a block, you would take your block with your thumb and your forefinger around the block. I do that because it helps my elbows stay in. It's not necessary, but it is helpful. You could just be regular. Forearms down on the ground, right under the heads of the arm bones. Like down dog, but your forearms are down, your hips are up. Lift up your less dominant leg, look forward, bend your standing knee. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, take a little hop and see if there might be an ability to bend your kickoff knee right when you come up so that you're catching these little, like that, catching these little moments of, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of the body. And then those little moments of, oh shit, build on each other until it's not, oh shit. Then it's like, oh, look how capable I am. Look how strong and connected I am. Okay, so they're just gonna build on each other, and then you're not meant to like pop up that first time and be like, nailed it. Just popping up and feeling that experience and coming back down and just growing your connection to your capabilities is what we were after. All right. Find yourself back on the ground. Take your block out of your way if it's in your way. Return ourselves to a little stillness and a little bit of silence for a moment. Your first job before anything else ever happens, ever, is to connect with yourself. So it is worthwhile, I think, throughout your yoga practice to stop entirely. You don't have to go to child's pose or anything, but just to stop motion for a moment and check in and notice who is talking to you inside there. If it's that voice that loves to talk shit about you, that is so normal. Acknowledge that voice. And then remind yourself, I love you too much to let anyone treat you badly, including me, including yourself. There's one more standing series that I will teach through. And if you want to do it, that's great. If you don't have time for that right now, that's great. This is a recording, so you can do this whenever. If you want to, downward facing dog. Come on back to it. Put on a little music to motivate myself. Okay, downward facing dog, come on up. It's an adorably petite little last standing series, kind of. Mostly. Right leg up. Step by your right hand. This is warrior one. Width in your stance could be helpful. Back leg long, grounded back heel. Arms overhead. Back bend through your upper back and spread your toes. Pull your ribs in and breathe again. Bend your elbows. Lift the front of the chest up. And take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Pull your knuckles down. Lift your head. Lift your heart up. Inhale. Stay or flex your back. Round your spine. Let the head try to touch down towards the ground. That's where it's headed. The knuckles, you're trying to touch the front wall, and your belly is trying to touch your spine. 3 more breaths, thinking about the hands reaching overhead so that the shoulders are diving in deep into your upper back here. Point your tailbone at your back heel. 1 more breath. And then it's hands down. Sweep your right leg up into the air. Walk your hands back to your standing left leg at the back of the mat. You can do so many things. Like if you had a wall behind you, you could try handstands or just do a handstand. You could walk your leg up the wall and use it as leverage. That's what helped me get splits in my life. But it's not a very long time that we're here. We're here for 3 more breaths. Release where there can be relaxation through your head and your neck and your face. And then connect through strength of the right toes being active. Okay, let's try this. Walk your hands out. Right knee to right tricep. Hold it here. Arm balancer push up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Left leg down, right leg up. Step forward last time. High lunge, arms up. Eagle wrap your left arm under your right arm. Lift your elbows up into the ceiling and let your ribs pull apart. Squeeze your joints together. Breathe again. Warrior 3. Lean forward, shoot your arms back. Open your heart, take a big inhale. Here's half moon. I'm gonna use a block for this because I'm very sore. And you do whatever you want. You can use a water bottle, the floor, you can float your hand. Again, we're trying to stand on the right side of your body. Lift your left side body. And if you wanted to, like way in the beginning, you could reach for your back foot. 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Left knee to your chest. Whew. Draw a circle with your left knee. And draw it the other way. Arms up, left knee up. Warrior 2, spread out. Take up space here. Flip your front palm, reverse. Front leg straight, triangle. front shin, knee, and thigh are all externally or a little bit turning out from your midline. Keep this cute lumbar curve. And then just think long in this left side ribs rather than rounded. Reverse triangle. Reach up, inhale. Turn your front toes in, fold your right hand for your back ankle. Pull with your right hand and push your hips to the front wall of the room that you're in. Pull again with your back hand.